How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over some of the first upgrades that you want to get for your miniz MA-020 after you're done test driving it and getting used to it. Now, these upgrades are relatively cheap and easy to install, and I'm going to go over all that in this video. Now, where you really want to start is with the wheels or tires, which I've already put on these LF1s from the stock tires, and they're really easy to put on. You just slide them on and off, so I already did it. I don't really need to show you on camera doing all four of them, but you slide off, slide back on, and that's all you gotta do to change out the tires. And these should hopefully give me good handling on smooth concrete, so I'm gonna give that a try. The next easy install that I'm going to do will be this aluminum motor cover, and that's going to help dissipate some of the heat that builds up on the motor, because these get pretty hot when they run a long time. And also, this is really exposed to where if I touch it with my finger, you know, might be a little hot. And the old one's plastic, and it's pretty easy. It's just a clip. Just unclip it right there. The new one just clips in, and there we go. This is touching the metal so that'll absorb the heat, and then hopefully the airflow will cool it down and help cool the motor down, you know, in theory. And then this little plastic piece is like, I guess, a little clip that goes on the side. I have it upside down. Lines up like that, and then snaps on, and it's for your fingers, I guess, so it protects your fingers from touching the aluminum there when it gets hot. You know, that's pretty smart. And that was relatively easy to do. So I already have the tires and the aluminum motor mount done. Okay, so next, some of these recommendations that I have here are also from what I've watched from other YouTubers, especially YouTubers like Beaver's Hobby, who's covered all kinds of miniz videos and other RC cars as well. And you know, it seems like he knows his stuff. So I've been taking some of the recommendations that he's been giving. So when it comes to the springs, the front and back springs that I'll be putting on will be soft up front and hard in the back. From what I can tell, that's what everybody's been doing to help the performance of their MA-020. So this is the back set, so hard as yellow. And then the front, I have the red soft ones. So you can see the red ones are a little bit smaller and skinny and taller. And then shorter, fat ones are the back. And don't let these things fall off the table, you never get them back. Next will be a -1 degree tie rod. So it tows out, the wheels will go out. So that'll go there, and then the wheels will, you know, flare out a little bit more, and that should help entering turns. So that little guy. Then some camber knuckles. I'm gonna go with the 1 degree ones, because it seems like 2 degree might be overkill with these flatter tires. So maybe if I had really round tires, I could get away with 2 or 3. But -1, or not -1, just 1 degree should be fine. And then last but not least, for this video will be the rigid rear axle. Let's see. Rigid rear axle, and then a front one-way, which I don't have the box anymore. I was using this for my WL Toys K969 as well, but now that it's rear-wheel drive, I don't need it on that car anymore, so it's going in my MA-020 where it should be anyway. So I'll do those in this video. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do in this one for the upgrades. So I'll consider this the stage 1 upgrades of the MA-020. I have some other things I'll do later on, like gyro, new motor, and then the counter steer upgrades, which I guess I'll consider like stage 2 and 3 upgrades I'll do later. But these are the cheapest and easiest ones to do right away after you get your car out of the box. That will help improve it without having to mess with the wiring or anything like that. So let me get into installing all those right now, because it's easy to do it all together at once than doing them one at a time separately. It'll just be easy to do it all right now. So let me get going with that. that's it for the install part of this video. It went relatively easy. I'm just getting used to doing things on camera, but it wasn't hard at all. So if you guys ever want to do these yourself, you shouldn't have any problem. You just need a Phillips head screwdriver, and some tweezers will help too. But yeah, I got soft springs in the front, stiff springs in the back, more steering angle now, and some slight camber. And all these together should definitely help the handling of this little guy a lot, especially these tires. Hopefully will help drive on the surface that I'll be driving on. But that's pretty much it for the stage 1 upgrades. I'm calling it for the MA-020. Like I said, I have motor, gyro, counter steer upgrade coming, which will be like part, stage 2, stage 3 of the upgrades that I'll be doing. And then after the counter steer upgrade, that's pretty much as far as I'm going to go with this guy. I'm not going to change the electronics on it or the motor out to brushless. I'm going to keep it brushed. Just want to go over a few things before we get started here. First were the tires that I decided to go through, or actually decided to choose. I went through different tire combinations to figure out what worked best on this floor, and what I really came up with was the stock tires for the front and LF1s for the back. It just seemed to have the right grip for driving around on a slick garage floor. So I stuck with that. There might be some better combinations out there, but from what I have right now and what I tested, this seems to work, pretty well for now. We'll see how it does down the road after I do some different upgrades, and also I'll try some round tires in the front, see how those do as well. But for now, this works. Also, what I didn't do on camera was put some oil or even grease. I didn't have any grease on me, but grease would probably be better. But put some kind of lube on these suspension areas here, because there was a lot of rubbing going on with the plastic on the metal. So anything to help make those slide a lot easier will help your handling a lot, because it was just sticking and rubbing more than I like, and it was actually, I could tell the difference when I was driving it. Same with the back, right there and right there. As you can see where it moves. Anywhere you have some moving parts, you want to help lube up a little bit. That'll definitely improve the handling. I also chopped off the old rear spoiler and put one of my own little prototype wings on here. But yeah, I like the black and Millennium Jade look. But alright, let's put this thing on the ground and see how it does with these new upgrades. I think the biggest and probably best upgrade that I added to it was the front one-way differential and the rear rigid axle. Those basically completely changed the performance of this thing to where it's much more, it's much better now than, say, it did out of the box. So I'll show you here in a second. I like the way it is, but there is definitely still room for improvements. thanks for all your time. I'll see you on the next one. And don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Take care.